the beginning of the pile is like
A Beautiful Life.
Yeah, and I'm so sick of that stupid cover. I'm never gonna watch that movie again.
You're tired of looking
I don't even
at
know why it's in my collection. I can't get rid of it, but it's there. So why don't I put these in order? I'm gonna put comedies first. Then I'm always looking at my favorite movie, Spaceballs.
No way, because you didn't rank them by popularity because you put them in categories. You'd go comedy, but they would still be alphabetized.
Yeah, but I didn't own that many movies.
You did. I mean, you had more than me, and you definitely had more CDs than me.
Yeah.
There'd be rock.
Oh no, the CDs were all always alphabetized. Yeah. But I outgrew my holders,
Right.
so I would have the greatest hits holder alphabetized.
Hits.
Well, like these are my go-tos. These are what I listen to
Oh,
all
I
the
gotcha.
time. And
Was
so-
that in the front or the back of the book?
Well, it would be like a wooden shelf I had on my
Oh, I
on
got
my
you.
bookshelf.
Okay, so would it be in the front or the back or the middle?
What
The greatest hits, like the go-to albums.
Well, it would hold like 30 CDs, so it was like
All
my
right.
top 30 CDs.
Oh, damn! You have top 30
Well, yeah, don't you?
that go-to music. 30.
Well, when you got a 6-disc changer like we had, you got 6 locked and loaded at all times.
Right.
And then every week, that's only, a month of music.
That's all. A solid month of nonstop music.
Yeah.
Every minute of every day. I remember the parties with his 6-disc changer, and you and me getting ready for a party.
Mm-hmm.
We let everybody know. We cleaned the whole. You cleaned the whole place.
Yep.
I mean, I vacuumed, and then I looked through the
Well,
bag.
and you would get your room ready for whatever romp you were going to have.
Sure. Well, come on, I'm not that guy.
No, but I mean, you saw some action. You saw quite a bit of action in those
I
days.
didn't have a girlfriend when you and I lived
Right.
together.
So you'd always be prepared. Like something's probably going to go down tonight. I better get the room ready.
well,
and-
and we also,
And I'd say, great, I'll clean the kitchen.
and then in the background I'd hear, Bill, just because you put it in the dishwasher doesn't mean you don't have to rinse it off.
They don't come out clean, man. I got to wash them again.
Gonna scrub them. But those parties, man, those were the best times. I mean, like when I think back, and I know this is sad because like I've been through like a lot, and so have you, and it's like those times of that year that we lived together, where I didn't have anything to worry about. Like, I mean, nothing. The only thing I had to do was go to Hollywood Video, which is now defunct,
Yeah, that's
thanks to
right.
Redbox and Netflix. And oh man, my grandpa lost his mind when I told him about Netflix. No, wait a minute.
What?
You just stream? What is stream?
Stream. I wish I had a stream.
Ooh, speaking of which, I gotta get to a bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, and so my parents are out of town. Not to get off subject yet again, but my parents are out of town, and I spend a lot of time with my grandpa when my parents are out of town.
Right.
I live right down the
You're
street
his,
from him.
yeah.
I'm his entertainment.
Yeah.
Um,
Normally he kind of hangs out with your mom.
yeah. And so I try and eat with him at least once a day, if not twice,
Yeah.
like if I can. The grandkids, my kids, like they love seeing him. He
Right.
loves seeing them. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I find it amazing, and if I ever get to the old age that I do this shit, please ask me to wait out in the garage with the car running, because every single time we're either driving to eat or we are almost getting our food to eat when he wants to talk about his irritable bowel syndrome.
Wow.
And he wants to tell me about how he had to squeeze it in. And I'm like, God, I mean, as if the arm hair story wasn't gross enough. But this new thing that he likes talking about how, like, whoa, sometimes I just gotta, squeeze it in. It's like, Gramps, I'm pouring hot sauce on a taco while you are talking about squeezing it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
There had to be a little something come out, which probably looks like this. It's disgusting. What do I
And
do?
no matter how many times he talks about it, you can't get past
Time.
the picturing of it.
No.
It's just always there.
And well, I'm wondering, when will it stop? Like, what point in your age do you get that you decide that right before you eat you want to talk about shitting?
Yeah. Why doesn't he talk about what was in the news today?
Right.
Because I'm sure he watches the news every day.
Or the Cardinals.
Or reads.
We could talk about Cardinals. We could talk about Grandma. We could talk about Mom. We could talk about how good the weather is.
You could talk about what he used to do when he was your age.
Right.
You could talk about, what kind of car did you drive when you were my age?
Okay. Yeah, we did actually have a conversation about that. We're driving to Nina's, and this is after a irritable bowel syndrome story.
Yeah.
It'd be like, back in my day, back when I was about your age,
Yeah.
me and my friends, we go down to the court or down to the courthouse cemetery or whatever. I can't remember where this fucking thing took place because I was already in the mindset
the
of
lynching?
I'm not gonna, I don't want to hear the end of this. And he's like, and we would just wrestle, punch black people. And I'm like, voluntarily, like, oh, well, yeah, that's what we did every Sunday after church. We would go to this place, and there'd be black boys and white boys, and we'd wrestle and fight, and then eventually it'd all break off into individual fights. I was like, that weirdly sounds like an orgy. Maybe, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? Well,
is it like a fight club, or are they like
middle of the day, man?
Or
right out in the middle of
are they like,
public?
Hey, you get out of here. You get out of here. Oh, we're going to fight.
Nope.
Or is it like, all right, you guys ready to do this?
Nope. No. This group of white people and this group of black people met every Sunday to see who was stronger.
Is Dick coming? I think he's down the road. What about John? Well, John Boy is couldn't make it today. All right, well, let's get this fight on because...
and that's how they rolled it. And then he was like, but you kids nowadays... I was like, kids? Well, you're kids. They'll never be able to experience that. And I'm like, experience that? What, racism at its finest hour? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I bet some of you guys could have possibly been, like, best of friends. But you guys were so, like, involved in this white-black thing that you guys met together, you beat the shit out of each other, and then you just left, which is cool.
Do you think he waited the 2 blocks because he was reminiscing and then got caught up in his own memories and was like... Not gonna. My kids aren't gonna experience that. No way. And then he has to just blurt it out. Fucking black people.
Now see, if back then my grandfather was driving and black people were allowed in the middle of the street,
right?
Yes, I would think so. But like back then, like there's so much rampant racism, and today, obviously, it still exists. But
yeah,
he's more concerned with the fact that my kids won't get to experience that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm glad.
Well, maybe it really shaped him as a person or something.
And he was like, well, nowadays they all have guns. They all have knives.
Oh, I see what. Yeah. So you can't just settle things with your fists.
Right.
Because the gun wins.
Right. I think that was his point.
Yeah.
And it took a very long time for him to get to it. And a lot of racial situations go on in between that, but
made a lot of friends during those fights. Oh, so you guys would fight and then end up friends? Hell no! I'd make a new buddy because he'd come save me from this guy here had his boot on my throat. And
boot. What am I saying? Barefoot.
Ding 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 ding.
Right. I'm just like, wow, Gramps, you got so much. I love it when he calls them coloreds.
Oh yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
It's always a fun moment. For some reason in my mind, I go, hee hee.
Yeah.
Like,
he doesn't know what to call him now. He's like, it's changed so many times in his life. What's correct? I don't know.
Right.
I just call him this now.
Black people.
Yeah.
Just fucking black people.
Yeah. There you go.
My brain is trying to work out a transition out of this conversation.
Sounds like any better place to leave it than that.
Dark.
Bum fights.
old people.
Yeah. How about them old people, right?
Right.
It's weird. Some old people aren't with it, and they don't want to get it. They just like, I don't understand this technology and all this crap. Then other old people, you can't get them off the internet. They're Facebooking. They're not as quick with it, but they're aware of everything. They know how to stream. They know how to look you up on Facebook. They know how to do Redbox.
I don't have any old person like that in
No?
my life. No.
I've seen them. They're there.
Are they?
They exist.
Are they on youporn.com or what?
Yeah, they still do movies. There you go.
So that's why my grandpa probably doesn't watch the news. It's terrifying to old people.
Oh, really?
It's got to be.
But I mean, so then that's why he talks about his shit all the time, because that's what's going on today.
Yeah.
He's got nothing new to talk about.
It's going on every day.
Yeah, but it's like on his mind. He's like, "Whoa, you missed this one, buddy." Oh,
I'm just waiting for the good day. Well, William, I'll tell you something. Today, my bowels have been working at completion.
I think that's
100%.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
It's solid.
That's what I find about hearing about older people's, your piss and your shit it's never the same. It gets worse and worse as you get older, and you never have a good piss. It's a trickle. Even when you're done peeing, it keeps coming out.
Okay.
And so then
Incontinence.
Then you got to stand there and just
shake it.
Constantly shaking it. And then at what point do you go, fuck it, I got to go.
I'll strap on a Depends.
Yeah, you got to
call it a day.
Then there's the poop. I mean,
the sphincter.
Nothing like having a nice bowel movement.
Right.
Some of these people are, that didn't happen today.
I swear to God.
Maybe tomorrow.
No, but like at 11 o'clock this morning. By 11 o'clock this morning, he had already shat.
Yeah. Well, see, he's got
at least 14 times.
He's got the opposite problem. He can't get a good shit. He's just got tons of it, and it's loose.
Yeah, but there have been times we've gone out to lunch and all he's had is a cup of coffee. And I live, like I said, like a block and a half away from him.
Yeah.
And I will want to drop myself off here.
Yeah.
Before he goes home, because he always wants to drive to save me gas, which is nice.
Yeah.
Where we like pulled down onto the street, and he's like, "Oh,
that coffee,"
and he starts like switching positions in the chair.
Yeah,
and he's like,
dancing around,
like breathing all heavy and shit. I was like, "Gramps, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine."
I'm gonna make it. He starts doing his mantra. You're gonna make it. Right. You're gonna make it.
Right. And I'm like, Gramps, I'll just drive you home, and then I'll just walk home. And he was like, well, you know what? I might take you up on that offer. I'm like, okay. And we don't get to the first stop sign before he's like, you know what? If you could take me home, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, like how emergent.
Well, hey.
But it happens all the time. Over a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Well, coffee does that to me too. I don't almost shit my pants.
Well, but if you if you know that a small cup of coffee from McDonald's is going to make you not even half a mile away from your house.
The problem is he probably doesn't know, do I have 10 minutes or do I have 5 minutes? Or do I have 30 seconds? And he just kind of has to be like, you know what?
I'm going to risk it.
I'm going to enjoy this cup of coffee with my grandson.
But why wouldn't you just cut that out of your diet? Like he never drinks like a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a shit.
Well, I mean, come on.
Switch.
Coffee's probably the one drug he's comfortable doing. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that he gets high off of coffee?
Well, everyone does, yeah.
A buzz?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't feel it.
How do you...
I don't feel it. I can't go back to sleep, but I don't feel it.
Oh. Well, you're drinking the wrong coffee.
Oh. Not espresso.
You need to get something stronger, it seems like.
I think it's strong enough if it wakes me up.
Get you riled up.
No, I don't need to be riled.
Something that makes you want to run to the toilet.
Right. Anyway, we spent way too much time talking about this.
Yeah.
I am so sorry for the way that conversation went. Next week.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Here we go. Thank you guys for listening to the Bill and Joe Show. We will talk to you guys next week.